goes my day.
And then he just runs off into a corner, changes into Spider-Man. Or Danny Phantom pops up. Spider-Man just changed, hops up on the roof, and is just like, alright, well, what's this? He's like, what? And he sees Danny fighting Technus, gets his ass kicked at first, gets knocked into a building, and he's just like, this is where I come in. Swings in, just starts making jokes and fighting him, and Danny's just like, oh my god.
It's...
And then, I don't know, we built, and I like your plot, so I'm just gonna add that to your plot.
Yeah. Like, another idea I had, and I like that one too, is just like, another idea I had is like, maybe a team up between, Mysterio and that ghost villain, Frightmare.
Yes, I like that. I like that as well. Dr. Doom and Vlad could work too.
Or Norman and Vlad.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Why didn't I think of that? Their dynamic is so similar.
Yeah.
Maybe Norman tries to break it. Maybe they're competitors, and they decide that instead of having a corporate, okay, maybe they have like this corporate war that gets turned into a supervillain war, and like Vlad is like, I'm going to send out my best ecto-technology against your best technology, Osborn. And Osborn's just like, we'll see about it. And the Green Goblin personality is just like, oh, we're going to have fun with him. Norman is like, no, this will not turn into a war. And then the Green Goblin takes over. And then there's like this great fight scene between Vlad Plasmius and the Green Goblin. And it's like destroying shit, though. So Spider-Man and Danny Phantom like come in to try and stop it.
Yeah.
And they could meet there.
Yeah. You could also have it like, Norman is trying, Norman wants the secret of, the ghost DNA.
Right, yeah.
Or the ghost portals. He wants to figure out that secret. And, what happens is, like, he goes to Vlad because, well, like you said, they would be corporate businessmen, they'd be corporate rivals, but obviously they would be, like, they'd obviously have dirt on one another.
Right.
Vlad knows, like, oh, so taking pills for that other you?
Yeah, Norman is just like, don't talk about him around me. You don't know what could happen.
Oh, but I want something to happen, Normie.
And then his eyes flash red, and then Norman's flash yellow, and he has like this creepy smile. And then that's the illusion, oh, there's going to be an awesome fight. And then that's where Danny and Spider-Man meet or something.
Yeah. Or they're like, he's like, oh, I've been seeing you having some spider problems. You've been having problems that fly through wall, Masters. Wouldn't it be interesting if we could take out the other one's villain and a little problem?
Well, yeah, what if it was like a Lex Luthor Joker thing in World's Finest, where it's like, even then, what Lex really had wanted nothing to do with Batman, but Joker's whole thing was, I bet I can take out yours. But I love that scene in the limo so much, because Lex is just like, how do you think you can take on Superman if you can't even take on a mere mortal in a Halloween costume? And Joker's just like, there is nothing mere about that mortal. Love that scene. Something like that. Where maybe they have this bet, like, I bet you, because they're like, oh, you're such a wuss. I bet you can't take out Spider-Man. A fat boy.
Yeah.
And then they fight each other's villain and they team up. That could be fun.
Yeah, like, you could have it like, oh, I was like, are you insinuating that I'm someone else, Norman? Oh, it's not, or it's like, oh, you're insinuating I'm someone else? Like, oh, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying that a certain guy who likes to dress in green and fly around on a glider would be interested in taking out do a little ghost busting for me. And maybe maybe said ghost vampire creature could take out my pest control.
Interesting. And it's just like this friendly wager. There's really nothing riding on it. Because I think deep down they both know the other one is not going to take out their hero.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, that could be really fun.
Yeah. And I think it would just be an all, like, maybe, like, they just get interesting and manipulate the other one's rogues into fighting the other one.
Right.
Like, somehow, Norman or Vlad manipulates the the other Spider-Man rogues to come to Amity, Or maybe he just puts out like a hit on Vlad. I mean, not Vlad. On Danny, and just says like, anyone with superpowers, you got 12 hours to get $50 billion if you kill this boy.
Yeah, you just got like fucking Hammerhead, Doc Ock, Scorpion,
Sandman,
Rhino would be up for that. Because I mean, you got to think of all the villains who are just like they're money hungry. Mysterio,
Electro,
depending on your version.
Shocker.
Shocker, yeah, Shocker would so do that. Vulture.
Yeah. Who else? Man, I don't know, like, no, I wouldn't, like, you know what would be another cool idea? Is that if you had someone like, I'm trying not to use Vlad again, but he's such like a cool, he could do so much with the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, Danny Phantom villains are so, like, their motivations are oftentimes so one note.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you've got Skulker is one that can pop up a lot. Technus is very difficult, in my opinion, to make, you know, like, interesting beyond the whole I love technology thing. Like, there's been good stuff done with him, but, like, just, you know, a lot of them are just so one note. The box ghost is essentially just a pun. I don't know. I like all these ideas.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, for the Frightmare and Mysterio ideas, like, maybe Danny and Spider-Man, like, they're convinced they live the other one's lives. They're hooked up to some machine.
Oh, that could be interesting, too.
And,
that could be a good sequel. Because, like, I think that them crossing over could be something that could happen a couple times. But, like, imagine if they had this whole adventure together, whatever of the stories we just pitched, whichever one that happens. And then the sequel could be, like, then they have to switch lives. Because, honestly, did you ever see the Jimmy Timmy Power Hours as a kid?
Yeah.
My biggest problem with those is the first one that had happened before they even met. I think it would have been better if the first one was the second one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the one where they switch universes that happened after the, I don't know, you know, some kind of fight or whatever. But anyway.
Yeah. But I was thinking, like, for the Mysterio and Frightmare ones, like, they live each other's lives. Like, Danny's life was, in this, like, dream world he's made, is that he was bitten by a radioactive spider, and he's Spider-Man. And Peter Parker lives his life as Peter Phantom.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And it's like, they slowly realize, hey, was I always Spider-Man? It's kind of like that Batman animated series episode.
Yeah. Oh, Perchance the Dream?
Yeah.
Or, there was something else. Oh, what the fuck was it? There was another movie, or I cannot remember what this was. But it was like, do you remember ever doing anything else before this? Before this day? Before this status quo? No. That's not normal, is it? No, it's not. What the fuck was it?
I think it was a Justice League episode.
Maybe.
The Man Who Has Everything?
I don't remember. Well, because I know there was an episode where Superman, where it was like, what if Krypton never blew up?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was it, though. It's something more famous than that. Where that was the whole premise. Fuck, I cannot remember for the life of me. So, in the comments, tell me if you know what I'm thinking of, please write it and yell at me, because I deserve to be yelled at. Because it's something, as soon as I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's it. Where basically the premise was like, there's like a weird situation, they switch lives or whatever, but the thing is they don't remember ever doing anything before this day in this status quo. And they're just like, that's not normal, is it? I don't remember what it was, though. Fuck.
Yeah.
If someone in the comments knows, please let me know. Was it an episode of Doctor Who? No.
I can't remember, dude. We're gonna just rack our brains over it.
Yeah, someone in the comments will let us know.
Yeah. You know what would be a fun little thing to do with that little dream thing? Is that I would make Danny's Spider-Man costume red, white and black, and I would make the Peter Phantom costume red and blue.
That could be cool. That could be cool. Maybe, do they switch ages, or do their ages stay the same?
I have...
Well, if they're the person living the other person's life, I guess they would have to be the same age.
Yeah.
So you'd have a 14-year-old Spider-Man and a 22-year-old Peter Phantom.
Yeah. So yeah, we could go on and on with this one.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, because they cry to be paired up, so it's a shame it's never happened.
Yeah. So, anyway, you want to move on to the next one?
I am more than willing to. Yes.